Hi Taurus, welcome to your December general reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Taurus. This will not resonate with every Taurus that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. If this reading is not for you at all, Taurus, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. My intentions for this reading is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of December, to ask what will be happening in December for you, and if something has already happened, why did it happen? To ask anything that is unclear to you to be made more clear in the best way I can in this general reading. This can impact any aspect of your life, whether that is love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution, or even home and family life. Whatever Spirit would like to bring forth shall be said, and I hope it's whatever has been weighing the heaviest in your heart or on your mind. If you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome in at this time, specific ancestors, angels, spirit guides, perhaps even passed down loved ones, you are welcome to do so now. Okay, Taurus, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I will be using my sound bowl to clear the energy. If you are listening to this using headphones, I do suggest turning it down a little bit because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's do this. Ooh, Taurus, okay. A couple messages for you guys that I got for just channeling into the energy, and for some of you, this may resonate. If not, just bear with me for a second. We'll start to pull some cards soon. But what I saw was that game, I believe it's called Jenga. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But it's like, you know, when you stack those like wooden kind of sticks up, and it's like the whole game is so you don't make it fall down, but you have to pull a stick. And I saw someone, I'm assuming it's you, and of course this is metaphorical, right? But like wanting to pull a certain stick, but not sure if it's a risky move. And then I heard it won't fall. So I don't know if you guys have been going back and forth on making a move or going for something or trying something, but again, like you don't want to falter your security. You don't want everything to fall apart. I don't know. That's just coming through for someone specifically. And then I saw ivy, beautiful ivy, and it was kind of like covering me. I don't know if someone has like an ivy tattoo or lives by a bunch of ivy, a wall covered in ivy, I don't know. But it says you're one of us, or that's what I heard. And ivy could be representative of bloodlines. You know, we know of Blue Ivy, which is Beyonce's child that a lot of people seem to think it's named after like a specific rare bloodline, right? But anyway, I do feel your ancestors are very close to you right now, Taurus. And when they said you're one of us, like, I feel you have ancestry that is ancient and powerful. And they protect you and they guide you, and it's almost as if they want you to succeed at what they couldn't do when they were living in their lifetime in a specific timeline. Wow, powerful. That's why I was a little shook. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. That could just be a small message for someone out there. But let's go ahead and see what is happening for my beautiful Taurians. This card fell out. And I'll just go ahead and read it, but I didn't shuffle it. But it says, embrace the future. I step into the future with an open heart. So I'm going to put this back in. Some of you, you're moving ahead. You're moving forward. And maybe a door is opening for you guys to proceed and move on. Leave something in the past. Leave it behind and really start a brand new chapter in your life. But let's go ahead and see what card falls out. If it falls out again, we'll know it was a definite message. But tell me what's happening in December for my beautiful Taurians. Spirit. All right. Coming into power. Wow. Yeah, Taurus, you are a powerful being. Some of you doubt this. Some of you are just awakening to this. But I really do feel that in a past life, or even your ancestors were magicians, high priestesses, high priests. And I'm even hearing like royal for some of you. And I feel your ancestors have been trying to confirm this for you guys through certain videos you've been watching, through your own meditations, the signs you've been sent. I do feel a lot of you are very spiritual, intuitive, psychic, maybe even mediums perhaps, and that's how you connect with your ancestors. But Taurus, a lot of you are awakening to your own power. A lot of you are stepping into your power and maybe making a decision in your power for yourself to move forward. What it says is, I step into my power boldly and confidently. You know, weirdly, I was looking at the imagery of this card. You know, I've briefly read the Bible. I was raised on and off religious by a parent who, was on and off faithful and not, depending on their circumstances. And I just saw by looking at this image, the bush on fire that speaks to Moses. Interesting. And again, you don't have to be Christian, Catholic at all for this, but I do feel that you guys are going to get a very vivid image, vision, hear something that just strikes you at the heart, at the soul, maybe even at the solar plexus. That is going to be as clear as day of what you need to do, who you are, and how to move forward. This feels, again, very spiritual. Very spiritual. And I feel, Taurus, that if you with that Jenga metaphor I saw in the beginning of the reading, like if you're afraid to do something, you don't need to be. You truly don't. And even if it doesn't play out in the way you expected it to, you're so protected, it wasn't meant to happen for you. And something so much better is down the road. But you really are someone who is standing out in your bloodline, or has been the one to stand out since a very, very long time. And you're making changes that is going to heal yourself and your whole family line. And as I was saying that, I almost felt like a little breeze. If for my mediums and my psychics, you know what I'm talking about, but that little chill on my finger here, it was my pointer finger. And it said, go, do it. You can do this. It will be done. Wow. Okay. Some of you may be just getting like a lead role, or you're getting some sort of chosen role for you. I do feel maybe even others of you, you're going to be asked to do something to carry it forward because you're the most trusted one. But this really does feel really spiritual. I'm picking up on that already. Wow. Okay. Let's keep going, Taurus. And these gifts were given to you inherently. I don't know if I mentioned that. If I did, sorry. But sometimes spirit repeats, so it could be very made aware in the consciousness and be known without a doubt. Tell me more for my beautiful Taurians in December. There we go. Appreciation, number 15. Some of your birthdays could be May 15th or December 15th, may be an important date for some of you guys. But yeah, Taurus, for all the work you have done, spiritually, healing, awakening, getting back to the magic of what your ancestors practiced, of what they did. And, again, maybe perhaps during the Crusades, they weren't able to practice it anymore. Or, they were shunned for it. Or even if they were royal, they had to hide it. But with whatever work you've been doing, it has been acknowledged. It has been witnessed. And you are very appreciated. I feel also for others of you who is not so tapped into spirit as some of the group I'm tapping into, I do feel that a lot of you are making that stance for yourself. You know, against a family member who has been just trying to irk you in a gracious way, in a powerful way, that isn't stooping to their level, but is letting them know you're not the one. And I do feel, Taurus, again, if some of you have felt neglected or not appreciated or overlooked, that's all going to change in December. I almost feel some of you may be winning a reward, winning that sought after promotion, or just, you know, someone is going to tell you, Taurus, how much you are appreciated, how much they do care. But I think, Taurus, this is again awakening to your own power, your own magic, your own trust in yourself. And this is what I tell everyone. Once you believe in yourself, everything changes. Everything changes. You're made more confident to do the things you wouldn't have done if you were ashamed, or if you were guilty, or if you were sad, or if you were shy. And there's nothing wrong with being shy, but I do feel, Taurus, now more than ever, it's the time to step into the spotlight or to claim what is yours. Again, whether that is through intention, prayer, manifestation, or if there is going to be an opportunity in December where you have to make things right, or you have to let it be heard, how hard you've worked, how much you've done for everyone, including yourself. But I think, Taurus, you're going to be sent your flowers in some way, shape, or form. And I really do feel that if you have felt, you know, unheard or unseen, that's all going to change in December. Whether it's through your own visions, through your third eye, the, you know, powerful images that you may see. But others of you through the 3D, a thank you letter, you know, someone taking you out to dinner, paying for it all, giving you a meaningful gift for Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever you celebrate, Yule even. But you are very, very appreciated specifically by your ancestors who have passed already, who couldn't do what you're doing now. And you're making that opportunity for your ancestor, your bloodline, to flourish and grow the way it was supposed to before some sort of ending happened. Whether they couldn't, you know, they lost some sort of fame, some sort of royal status, or they were, something bad happened that blocked that flow through to other family members. And I even feel for some of you, if you've had that difficulty with your own family, getting along with them, understanding them, a lot of you need to know that some of that was generational patterns and behaviors, curses and traumas that were passed down the line, but you were meant to break free from it. And that's why your ancestors are putting you on this pedestal of recognition and appreciation. Truly, Taurus. Let's keep going. Tell me more. For my beautiful Taurians. Angel of Clearing and Angel of Vision. You got two angels here. Beautiful. So yeah, some of you are definitely clairvoyant. Absolutely. And you get visions, you get dreams. Your third eye is very, very open, much more so than a lot of the collective, okay? Let's go ahead and see what this has to say. I also feel for others of you, you are being watched over. Very much watched over. And spirit, or your ancestors, your spirit guides have zeroed in on you because you're ready. You have what it takes to take it to the next level, to evolve, to transform. And it's just like, you know, the pebble and the stone you drop in the pond, the ripple effects that you create is something that needs to be happening in the collective. It's like your presence is felt. Even when you're standing in line at the grocery store, your presence is felt. People respond to your energy differently because you're at a higher elevation than most. Honestly. So let's see what the cards have to say. With Angel of Clearing. Beautiful. and it says, your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. This is what I feel you guys have been doing up until December. There has been a lot of wounds. There has been a lot of hurt. There has been a lot of pains that we all have, honestly, right? No one's safe from that. But you, different than most, a lot of light workers are known for this, are working on it or have been healing it. I even feel for some of you, it could be therapy, even holistic therapy. Therapists are a little bit offbeat, but exactly who you are and what you vibe with. Reiki healings, mentors, or even just doing the work yourself by doing your own research. I feel a lot of you have had a very, very profound awakening in 2021. And it's led you up to this point where now Spirit is giving you the clear to go to the next level. But it starts at knowing what is of you, what power you have, and what you want to do with it to change even the world, even your family, even yourself. But know you have that potential, and it depends on how far you want to take it to make it ripple into a grand collectiveness. But yeah, Taurus, I really do feel this is in the past. If you're still going through this confusion, you won't be. You won't be anymore after December, and it's going to make 2022 be a prime start for you guys to start expanding. And then we have Angel of Vision. Beautiful. Yeah, see those eyes? You're definitely watched over. I even feel, and this is going to sound like corny, but it is true because I feel it and I see it in the card. Like your ancestors are like crying tears of joy because you're finally the one to break free, break through, push forward, and heal. And what it says is, someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. And this feels like directly in your circle that you keep tight. That's what I'm hearing for some of you. So if there is a family member, who you've had this struggle with, a friend, romantic partner even, or an ex that you still have so much confusion over, Taurus, I don't know if they're ever going to reveal, or they have too much pride or too much ego to give you some sort of closure that you've been seeking from them. But there's more to the story. That if someone has wronged you, that although they may never apologize, they feel bad, or they could have done things differently, or even for some of you, they're not in the awakening you're in. They are at this low vibration and they can't see outside of it. And I feel that that's what you're healing, is needing an explanation from them. You really don't. And I think it's because too, your senses, your sixth sense, your empathy, you're able to tune into the energies or the visions you see, make it clear. The unanswered statements, apologies, explanations from this person, or multiple people maybe in your life. And I do feel like through their own way, your ancestors, spirit guides, angels, your higher self, that is extremely powerful, is sending you these messages so you could be more clear to move on. I do feel for some of you, in a way, given your power over to this person for far too long. And it's not power in making you do something, but it's the power of disrupting your peace, disrupting your happiness because of someone else. You're not doing that anymore. You don't need it. You don't want it. And that's where you're stepping into your power. That's true power above all else. I don't care. People can have all the money, all the power to tell, entire people how to do something. True power is when you don't let your peace and your happiness be disturbed. Sure, you could be upset. Sure, you could be sad. But what you have developed and what you have grown cannot be disturbed. And some of you are just working on that. And you will be free, I promise. Wow. All right, let's keep going and see what the tarot has to say. Tell me about December for my beautiful Taurians. Wow, this is coming into your power card, the Devil. Yeah, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting a bit of chills here. Yeah, this is telling me that you may have been born into a life where, I don't know if it was your parents, I don't know if it was your grandparents, or just generally, like, when you looked around you, there were so many attachments to things that were, now you see as just so small, so petty, so disruptive to the peace, to the higher self, to the light that was in you. And again, I feel even for some of you, like your ancestors went through something like a curse that was placed through an abrupt ending of their practices of who they were. But even with the Devil, like even slavery, even, you know, having to confine into things that were not who they were, assimilate into a new collective that they didn't feel a part of, and just being bound to it, feeling like they couldn't change it, feeling like they couldn't do anything to move past it. Others of you may have dealt with addictions in your life, yourself or others. But if there has been addictions, you are working on it, you are healing, and it could just simply be codependency, but it could be anything, right? It's general. But this is what you're breaking free from. This is what you're deciding is not going to any longer take away from you. And maybe even some of you are embracing that shadow side that we all have, okay? We all have a shadow. I don't care who you are, where you come from, what spiritual work you've been doing. But instead of just complying to it, you're using it either to transform you, or either to call upon it when you do approach a lower vibrational energy or a shadow energy. And what I mean by that is, the ego does protect us. And when we are in dangerous situations, because let's face it, we're on earth, not everyone's a light worker, not everyone's an empath, a healer. Some people are so hurt and so lost, they're dangerous. But the ego is what makes those red flags go off. If we were of pure light, we wouldn't see it, because we only see the good or the potential of good in others. But I think, Taurus, some of you are using this to discern what is worthy of you and what isn't. A lot of different messages from this Devil card, but a lot of you simply are breaking free from a behavior, from a pattern, from a lifestyle, from a family, from a heritage, from a bond, trauma, whatever, that wasn't ever going to be defining who you are. Wow, let's keep going. Tell me more. Strength. Oh my goodness. Leo energy. You have overcome so much. And just by being aware and choosing to be aware of your own behaviors, where that started, where that happened, where that formed, and by accepting it in a way, accepting that that happened to you, accepting that those painful experiences existed, but healing it, overcoming it. And again, like, I do feel for some of you, a very powerful, strong ancestor is this being over the lion that has been healing you, sending you those messages, those waves of inspiration and faith when you felt at your lowest, to go on, to push through. You're becoming more confident in yourself, Taurus, now more than you ever have before. And some of you, in December, that's exactly what you're working on. And I feel a solar plexus chakra, like, opening, healing. Wow. Let's keep going. Tell me more about December for Taurus. Yeah, Two of Swords. Libra energy. You know, this is coming under the angel of vision of someone is not revealing a part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. And I feel, Taurus, again, the hardest part of your journey right now, for some of you, is that the closest ones to you may not understand your healing, your journey, your evolution. And it's almost as if, like, you know, when people noticed you changed, honestly for the best, but they didn't want you to change, either because, you know, they're still in that low vibration, or that means you're separating yourself, becoming more independent, so they can't lean on you as much. But it's like, they are going to be like, oh, Taurus, you've changed. Why did you change? You're so different now, in like kind of a snarky way. But you know, too, Taurus, again, part of knowing your power is knowing your truth. And if someone doesn't want to change, if someone doesn't want to recognize your change, if someone doesn't want to see how their behaviors have impacted so much, there's nothing much you can do. What you can do is react, or change how you react or how you respond, set boundaries if it's hard for you to do that right now. But I do feel this is an energy outside of you guys. And I do feel that maybe once upon a time you were in this two of Swords energy, not seeing what you can do, not seeing the potential in the world that you can change. But this is something you have defeated and overcome. And others of you, this person is just not ready yet, whoever they are. But that doesn't mean you have to remain the same. Wow. Bottom of the deck, the Magician. Yeah, didn't I say magicians? Your ancestors were magicians. You're a magician. You're a priestess, a priest. You are stepping into your power, unlocking your magic. You are pure magic, Taurus, honestly. And you're seeing that when I break free from the chains and the bonds that kept me away from my power, from my truth, from my potential, I am a lot more powerful than I've ever realized, than I ever known. And if there is a situation I am unhappy with, I can do something about it. You may not be able to change a person, but you can make the choice of changing yourself or your life with or without them, or the situation or a pattern. But yeah, a lot of you may even be starting to look up mysticism, occultism, magic even, in a high vibrational way, of course. But you have this gift, Taurus. You need to know that. You are manifestors. And that's what you're unlocking. And that's what you're stepping into your power. Wow. Beautiful. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and get one more card. And this will be an affirmation for you guys for the month of December. And this is something you could tell yourself when you're feeling down, low, unsure. Or this is something you can just repeat just to add to your high vibration that you're already at. So anything else for my beautiful Taurians for the month of December? Wow. Wow. Powerful. And what it says is, I honor how I want to feel. Yeah. And this is what you're awakening to, is that you don't have to dim down your feelings, dim down your magic, dim down your light for someone else. Be gaslit. Be discouraged to share your light, to share your truth, to share your feelings. You are tapping into this power within yourself that is fearless, that expresses everything, that needs to say what's on their mind and in their heart. With pure intention, good intention, you wouldn't say it otherwise. A lot of you are just awakening to how special you are, how powerful you are, and what you do in this lifetime will matter. Maybe not on the grand scale of, fame and fortune that some seek, but in the scale, and perhaps too, but for a lot of you, just simply in the scale of healing a family line, a family curse that you won't give to others, that you won't pass down to, or just will uplift the whole line as a whole. What a beautiful reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really hope that this has resonated with you in some way, has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what you may be experiencing in December. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Taurus, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Taurus.